secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
The Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Wolverines offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Sampson. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Going to the running game. Spins away from 1. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that drive covered 40 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Callaway. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Spins away from the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Might as well give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Flips it out on the screen. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll go to the ground. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They punt it away on fourth down. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Dropping back, it's Vincent. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch right at the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Gentry. Turning it on! They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Vick. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Yates. Oh, the sweet feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Makes the catch. It's Callaway. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback right there. In sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Back to pass, it's Vincent. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now the play fake. Bears the pressure. Finds his man. It's Sampson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They bring the punter onto the field now. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Vincent. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Woollyhead. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Woollyhead. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Woollyhead. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The sure hands. It's Callaway. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Tight end now in motion. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Trying to get rid of it. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Trying to beat the D deep. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. That gets them back to within 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Gentry. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Hawkeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the toss. Breaks the tackle. Hits him with a stiff arm. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They'll ride the hot hand. Nice move to pick up yardage. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Off play action. Right on the money. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Vincent. Rushes on him. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You've got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He caught it. Touchdown, Iowa. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Completes the shuffle pass. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Vincent. Finds his tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Now on second down. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the air on second and short. Looking deep. Makes a connection. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it on the run. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll try to get outside. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Yates. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the DB right with him to knock it away. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Vincent. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.